Been 2 days since we first learned about the passing of Stephen "tWitch" Boss. Authorities say the popular 40-year-old dancer and Ellen Show DJ died by suicide. And joining us this morning to talk about this is licensed clinical professional counselor Brenda Chavis. Brenda, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
And thank you for having me, Corey.
You're welcome. So first I want to talk about this. Obviously, tWitch's passing shocking a lot of people because on the outside, he seemed happy. He seemed full of life, joyful. How common is it for someone to appear okay when deep down inside, they're in fact struggling?
This is actually a very common kind of event amongst suicide. And we don't know, researchers do not know why this occurs. Because we're never able to interview that person to get an idea of what was going on in their mind to create this kind of thought. But we do know it all starts here. And it is a thought, it is a feeling, however that is created in their minds. They feel that they have to follow through with it, and they're not going to share it with other people because they want to do it.
And for people watching this morning, are there signs, warning signs to look out for?
For the person who's going to commit suicide and seems very jovial, they're happy, they don't really show you any signs. Okay, that's going to be very hard to save that person. But we have over 100 suicides that are committed in America every day. So for those people who are contemplating it, yes, we should look out for, people who are talking about suicide, or maybe they're in a really extreme place of hopelessness, and they talk about that a lot. Very, very depressed, withdrawing from society. One of the things that we tend to do as friends and relatives is we're afraid to even ask this person about what it is that they're thinking about, that we might take them over the edge by asking that question, but we should. If we see some of our friends or relatives and we see these symptoms of them withdrawing from social activities, wanting to be by themselves, we should ask them, are you thinking about suicide? Just point blank ask them. It's not going to throw them over the edge. As a matter of fact, it will let them know that someone notices them, and you may be able to reach even further to them and help them and save that person.
And we have about a minute left, but I want to talk about mental health specifically for Black men. A study by McLean Hospital, which is an affiliate of Harvard Medical School, found that 25% of Black people seek mental health treatment compared to 40% of white people. Why is that? I know that men are often taught to be strong, not show emotions, but why is that the case?
It's because of pretty much the stigma amongst African Americans that you don't go and discuss your personal business with other people. And that was just carried down through generations. But I will say this, Corey, that what I have noticed is an increase in African Americans coming to counseling. However, that seems to be amongst that population, the millennial population. They want to know, they want to ask questions, and they want to be better. But yes, that is the case. There is a stigma that's been handed down through generation after generation, and they feel like that's not something that they want to go in and discuss with someone that they don't know.
All right, Brenda, thank you so much. It's good to see that more people are getting that help.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Brenda. And if you know someone you're very welcome. And if you know someone in need of help, or if you need to speak with a professional, this is the number that you can call or text. It's the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. The number on your screen, 988. That's 988. You can text or call it, and the hotline is open 24/7 and available to anyone in a suicidal crisis or emotional distress.